Welcome, one and all. We are a little off center. Let me fix that. There we go. All right, so welcome, one and all. We are back. I'm your host, Misa Lisa, and we are back with Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So we are going to jump right in, because we've got some fun stuff today. We have just collected... Load. For those who do not know, I'm using cheats for the sake of speeding things along and just smoothing out the whole process. I forgot to level people up, so we're going to do that while we wait for some people. Hey, Dark Lord Tech, so good to see you. Bloop boo. Skills. Boop, boop, boop. Feats. There is, I can't get those yet. Oh, I get a second power. Awesome. Throw lightsabers! I like throwing stuff at people. Awareness. Do repair so you can fix yourself. We're gonna have to... Awesome! So glad to see you! Let's see. Where is dexterity? You shoot things. You need a high dexterity. Awareness. Repair. Accept. Come on. There we go. Alright, we're going to swap up our party a little bit because I think there were some other people who did not get leveled up properly. Nope, they're both good. I think Juhani and Zalbar need to be leveled up. Yes, okay. Let's level these guys up. Last thing we need is people not leveled and then dying. Why do you have repair? Not repair. Treat injury. Uncanny dodge. Use melee stuff, which stinks. He doesn't have a very high... Is that melee? Yes. He doesn't have a very high dexterity, I don't think. Yeah, he's got a 13 dexterity and a 20 strength. So while he has a... I could up that. Well, he has a bowcaster. It's like, do I want to bother or? Yeah, we'll up that just because it's so close. Pizza! Now you won't be hungry during the stream. Yay! Oop. Implant. We'll have to give him implants. Awareness, treat injury, and we'll do the last one, demo. Feats. Alright, Juhani! Awareness. We want Juhani having some decent powers. Okay, well, that could be because I probably messed something up, but we'll see. So I will try to talk nice and clearly. And if the closed captions are enabled and working, then hopefully we'll have some success. I think it should be by person. I don't think I should be the one who needs to turn it on. I think we should be good if it's just... Do that one. So we'll see what happens. Oop. She only gets 2. Okay. You know what? We're gonna give you some nice aggressive powers. And oh, that's what saving throws. Why is she trained in blasters? She's a Jedi. She doesn't need blasters. We're gonna stick her with one lightsaber though. And stasis. There we go. Okay. So now we need to make sure everyone... I do not have any implants. He does, though. He's got some low stats. We're going to give him mind affecting. Oh, he's a Wookiee. He can't wear any stuff. He can wear this, though. That's all she has. She's going to stick with that, then. Bredgic's belt? I'm gonna give her this one. No, we're gonna stick with one lightsaber. give her that one. Okay. So we are actually... Ooh. Is that too loud for you guys, or is that just me that's too loud for? My hood is too pointy because of I have a ponytail in. Okay, so we're actually going to turn on turbo. Whee! And then we're going to leave Tatooine because, well... Okay, then it's just me. Oh, apparently I need to speak to Juhani. I was wondering if we could talk.
Would like to speak to me about?
How did you become a Jedi?
To be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure?
I asked, didn't I? Yes, please continue.
It goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Am I too quiet, or is the game too quiet? Because I can turn that up a bit. Is that better? We'll actually have her talk. What's the capital?
It was not the homeworld of the Cathar that I lived on. My parents had long fled from that place, and perhaps that is a story for another time. Rather, it was a human hive world that I was raised on. The hind end of
Juhani's
space.
also talking pretty quietly,
A pit
so...
of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had.
Yay!
So that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their
For whatever
image,
reason, it made you not a
their
moderator
mystique.
when you said that. That was weird.
Maybe I was one of those children.
How did you meet
Yes.
a Jedi?
Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored. They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been
don't
living
know,
in
it's just
for
that
years,
one,
and to make a real difference
chat,
as the
though.
Jedi wore. The foolish
just
delusions
changing.
of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon
Heck
as
yeah,
I
you
was
did.
able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and
got my
was
Jedi
accepted.
robes today, so...
I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came. Although, perhaps I was not entirely ready for it. Or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed.
I think everyone's got a
Perhaps
little
I may
darkness
yet
in
live
them.
to see that dream of mine come
Some
true.
of us more than
Come.
others.
There is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Okay. Okay, so we're actually going to leave here now that I have HK-47. And we are going to go to Kashyyyk because that's where Jolie Bindo is, and I want a full party. And there's Gizka! Look at these little suckers. The Gizka looks at you curiously, cooing. Pick it up. You try to pick up the Gizka, but it wriggles from your grasp and plops back down to the floor. The Gizka looks at you curiously. Pet it. You scratch the little critter behind its nubs that pass for ears, and it coos enthusiastically in response. Kill it. The fragile creature's neck is easily wrung. Strangely enough, another Gizka shows itself a moment later, crawling out from between two panels. They're infinite! And they're everywhere. Mission!
Hey there. What can I do for you?
Yes, you are. I mean, as iconic as it can be, it's not like super... I mean, it's basically just Jedi robes, but because I wanted to show you, they're without the poison, they're unkillable. You kill one and they just multiply. I want to talk about your brother.
What is there to talk about?
Oh,
Those
right.
sand people. Griff may be.
Right. Okay. I will get him back. I'm sorry. I forgot I had to rescue him before I could talk to you again. Whee! Where else are people? Candace! Tell me stories!
Yeah, what do you want?
I want more. Have you seen all the Gizco on the
So
ship?
deal with it.
All right. Rude.
Yeah, what do you... I
War
was one of the best
stories.
youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time. No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I
Basilisk
had.
war droids.
Except Mandalore himself, of course. In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was
I
your
remember it
story?
well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with a basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle. Every
Big
new
Mandalorian's
warrior
got
has to
work because
fear
that-
to understand how to beat it. You must know that. The doors opened in
Fair
front
enough.
of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look
For
directly
being a
down
bit
at
of a
the world,
meathead,
falling continuously as
he's
you
very
circle,
poetic about
with barely
combat.
15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
you dropped from orbit riding a
The
droid?
exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare,
That is fair. That is
I
very
twisted
fair.
and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it.
If
It was the
Mandalorian poetry
moment of my
exists, it
life.
must all be about combat. I want a basilisk war
I'll
droid.
never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we
I
did.
want a basilisk
There are
war
too
droid,
few of us
Candace.
left
Get me
now.
one.
But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I satisfied your curiosity for now.
Yeah,
Is there something
Curiosity
else you
is
want to know?
satisfied. Can you get me a basilisk war droid or not?
Your choice.
That's what I want to know. Can you get me a basilisk war droid? Or where can I get myself one? Whoop. HK! Oh, no, that's Juhani. Where's HK?
How may I be of a...
I was wondering if we
What
could
is it
talk.
you would like to...
Are you doing all right?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
What?
I
What's wrong?
have been thinking about myself, about Quattro, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
That's such a jerk move. Perhaps you
More
just
time
need
would do
more
me
time.
good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
If I see you begin to slip back, I
I
will
thank you
intervene.
for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
Alright, Zalbar's not gonna have anything to say to me until after Kashyyyk. Is he in here? Okay, where is T3 and where is HK? Either way, Gizka's. Where are my droids? You move, Gizka? That's very fair. T3! You don't talk much, do you? That's very true. Just chime in if you ever have any advice. Awesome. Now, where is my assassin droid? You in here, HK? No, where's HK? I know I got him. Where is he? There you are. Hi.
Statement.
He's so
HK-47
shiny.
is ready to serve, Master.
I would like to know more about your
Statement.
functionality.
I know some elements of my functionality, Master, but not all.
Thought you said removing your straying bolt would restore your memory.
Qualification. I suspected that it might, Master, but without memory, I had no way of knowing whether or not I knew that was true.
So you lied to me.
Qualification. Not so much, Master. I spoke out of ignorance. I assumed the Ithorian was responsible for my memory loss. That does not mean I am not a fully loyal droid willing to serve its master. Right, Master?
Tell me what you can.
Observation. I am sure you are aware of the majority of my skills, Master. I can handle various sorts of heavy weaponry with ease. My physical abilities are well above those of your average meatbag, as are my sensor functions. An assassin, if you would.
An assassin.
Caution, shh, Master. Such a function in a droid is highly illegal.
I won't tell anyone.
Commentary. Good, for I would truly hate to be turned into spare scrap, Master. That would be a waste of my genius engineering. Answer. My assassination functions are currently non-functional, having been deactivated by the meatbag Yukalaka on Tatooine. Were they functional, you as my master would be able to specify a target, and I would operate independently to the best of my ability to terminate it.
Has that function been used a lot?
Answer. I have no way of knowing that, Master. My memory has been deleted, remember?
Don't sass me. Is there a way to repair you?
Answer. Some of my motor functions can be safely repaired, Master, but anything in relation to my memory core is extremely sensitive. I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I cannot deactivate. It is not impossible that other, lesser memory functions could be restored, however.
Quite possibly. Demolitions. Set awareness. Set stealth.
Answer. You may attempt to restore portions of my deleted memory, Master, but some skill at repair is required. The deeper functions of my core memory, however, would still be unadvisable to tamper with. Conjecture. It is possible that some external stimulus might result in the memory core being reactivated, but I am unaware of any program existence to do so.
So you're saying that your memory
Conjecture.
might just come back?
There may be hidden programming that awaits certain conditions to reactivate my memory core, Master, but there is no way to know. It is quite possible that tampering has simply erased my core permanently. If that is so, a meatbag will surely pay.
How do I go about restoring part of your
Simply
memory?
tell me that you wish to make the attempt, Master, and I will attempt to walk you through it. Please do be careful.
I'd like to try.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Are you implying I am inept,
Negatory.
sir?
No, Master. You are not a droid, however, and therefore your skills are limited by the physical capabilities of your meatbag extremities, or some such.
Or some such. I happen to be very good at what I do. Thank you
Appeasement.
very much.
Yes, Master. Of course, Master. Could we begin?
Let's get
Statement.
started.
As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels.
Fade to black.
And
Yay.
now rewire the last
Success!
3 relays.
Better
Yes,
succeed.
good. Well
Cheated
done,
my repair skill up to
Master.
like 25.
I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have restored a great deal of information about my previous owner, Master.
Yes, let's hear
Would
it.
you like to hear it? Recitation. The earliest memory of my last owner specifies that he was human, a low-ranking commercial officer for SizeTech Corporation. I am unaware of his designation. He purchased me from an acquaintance I cannot identify for the purposes of protocol and bodyguard duties.
Why can't you identify as acquaintance?
Explanation. That previous owner is part of memories that are still deleted, Master.
Not
It is
deleted, just
customary
locked
for
away.
droids' memories to be wiped when it is sold.
That's true. This man, he's still alive?
Answer. Negative, Master. The human was terminated by this HK-47 unit prior to system
So
shutdown.
you killed him? You killed your own
Affirmative,
master.
Master, though I had not been programmed to do so. The human's termination
likely
was
story.
accidental. Explanation. My former master had owned me for a duration of 2 standard months before discovering my assassination protocol. He was pleased by the discovery. The human informed me that a competitor corporation was preparing to market a product that would ruin him personally. He was most agitated. He activated my assassination protocol and instructed me to kill all those responsible for the competing product. I proceeded to carry out my order.
And how did this result in
My
his
former
death?
master was unaware of this, but the competitor was in fact an arm of SciTech Corporation, my master's own employer. It did not take long for my master to realize his mistake. By then, I had already terminated 104 corporate officers.
You killed 104 people?
Statement. It was nothing really, Master. The majority of them were not even expecting it, and I moved very quickly. I do not know why my master was so upset, really. He was an officer of SciTech and a potential target, but I cannot terminate my own master.
And
I
yet-
would assume that being the sole officer remaining, he would surely be promoted. Instead, however, the human chose to go insane with rage and attack me.
And that's when you killed him?
Naturally not, Master. As I said, I am incapable of purposefully terminating my owner. That would not be allowed. My master was not a smart man, however. While he was screaming and stabbing me with a writing utensil, he managed to pierce one of my actuators. The resulting shock terminated him and sadly destroyed my assassination protocol. Pure luck on his part, I suspect.
That's one way to put it. So you destroyed his life and then killed him, basically.
Observation. Effectively, yes. This is a most pleasing memory, Master. Thank you for recovering it. I shut down immediately whenever my master dies. I can only assume that while I was shut down, SciTech was dismantled and I was auctioned off as former corporate property. Observation. No doubt my sale price was quite cheap, leading to Yukalaka's purchase. How very demeaning.
Didn't they know what you'd done?
Statement. How could they? The vast majority of the officers had already been terminated. They likely assumed I was mere chattel.
Are you sure this actuator can't be fixed?
I do not believe so, Master. It would require complete dismantlement of my chassis. A most involved procedure.
Did you recover any other
I have
memories?
recovered knowledge of some other actuators which will enhance my performance, Master. I will activate them now. But as for my own history, negative. It will require further effort on your part to restore them, if you wish. Though certain stimuli could always restore my core still, as I explained. For now, please excuse me, Master. I wish to meditate upon the face of my former meatbag master as he was electrocuted. I find it most soothing.
That is vaguely concerning. But he gained a +2
Statement.
dexterity. Do you know anything about these gizmos?
Statement. I have little knowledge of that to impart, Master. Statement.
Big help?
A
Fire simulation. You don't need to call me master,
query.
you know.
Don't I? I was under the assumption that organic meatbags such as yourself enjoyed such forms of address.
Organic meat
Retraction.
bags?
Did I say that out loud? I apologize, Master. While you are a meatbag,
You're
I suppose I
absolutely
should
allowed
not
to call
call
me
you
a
such.
meat bag. It's adorable. You just called me a meat bag again.
Explanation. It's just that you have all these squishy parts, Master, and all that water. How the constant sloshing doesn't drive you mad, I have no idea.
Neither do I, come to think
Statement.
of it.
Now do you understand the travails of my existence, Master? Surely it does not compare to your existence, but still.
I survived somehow.
Commentary. As do I. It is our lot in life, I suppose, Master. Shall we find something to kill to cheer ourselves up? Statement.
Alright, we want to try and get more of your memory.
Affirmative. If you believe, request.
Yes. Let's get started.
Statement. And now rewire the last.
I'm
through
skipping this 'cause
access
it's
complete.
mostly
I have
rehashing.
recovered information on my owner previous to the commercial officer, Master. Intriguing.
How it's so
Statement.
intriguing.
It appears that my previous owner was a human senator on the planet Coruscant. A man of importance who obviously appreciated quality craftsmanship.
And how... Does the senator know about your assassin function?
Answer. It
functions?
does not seem so, Master. No. He required a protocol droid only and wanted one as cheaply as possible. I do not know who sold me to him. I do remember that I was very pleased to be the property of a senator. One of his assistants discovered my assassination functions later through questioning. The assistant was quite alarmed and told the senator I should be
People
scrapped
do not
quickly
know
to
what they
avoid a
have
scandal.
when they get this droid.
Naturally, the senator had me eliminate the fool.
So we're not talking about a nice senator, I see.
Observation. Senators are not nice, Master. They are either on top of the game or yesterday's news. My master told me that frequently, you see. I was most proud to have partaken in the political system of the galaxy. During the time my owner possessed me, he gained significant rank. Given time, I believe he could have become Chancellor. I even eliminated a few key opponents that he did not ask for.
Ooh.
Freebies, if you will.
You can do that?
Answer. Certainly. Why not? I am an intelligent droid, you know. I see an opportunity, and I take it. And my master was most pleased with my work. Observation. I think he would have done far better had he not allowed his use of me to become personal. He set me on his wife.
Why would he do that?
I am unsure. The human was most agitated and angry. I believe his wife had done something that had
Maybe she,
displeased him
wondered.
greatly. I was to go to their summer estate and terminate his wife, along with
yep.
whatever male companion I discovered there.
So his wife was cheating on him.
Statement. I have no idea, Master. Cheating seems to be a relevant term only when one is caught in the act. Otherwise, it is viewed as intelligence. No? I journeyed to the southern continent, but it appeared my master was not far behind me. Apparently, he regretted his activation of the protocol. When I found the wife and her companion, I proceeded to launch my attack, but my master interposed his own body and was destroyed. It was rather a strange meatbag thing to do you not agree? Naturally, I shut myself down, my master being terminated.
That's 2 out of 2 masters you killed.
Observation. Only so far, Master. There are still more memories not recovered, remember?
This is true. What happened to you then?
Statement. I believe the senator's wife was unsure what I was or what to do with me. It was she who sold me to the corporate officer, an acquaintance. Answer.
Any other memories?
As previously, I have found a few more programs which will enhance my performance. There is still nothing from previous memories.
Okay. Alright, so we are going to leave that for now. I think there's probably 1 or 2 more memories to uncover. Whoop! Cancel. No! I don't want to be on Tatooine. I want to go back on the ship and go to Kashyyyk. I want to see the Wookiees! Where are the Wookiees? Also, I want to progress Zalbar's... I want to talk to Zalbar some more, but I can't really talk to him until I go to Kashyyyk and do his whole story. Travel. He does seem to have a high opinion of the Senator, but I think that was mostly because the Senator was like, oh, yeah, we can absolutely do this. This is true. That is because long before they found the Starforge, it was after they found the Starforge that they eventually encountered something that led them to the dark side. I mean, they kind of started to stray a bit, I think, but it wasn't until a very specific trigger. Yes, we're landing on Kashyyyk.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Starforge. Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here.
Looks like it was on the Force.
The Wookiees of
War.
Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rosha branches,
Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Okay, Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You've been very quiet lately.
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
What are you talking about?
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting
What
to
have I
irritate
not
me.
been told?
For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Dantooine for training. Isn't that strange?
Again with the attacks. That was more important that I helped find the star maps than stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
They said there's a bond.
Bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? Huh, I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
Are you saying I'm not
No,
needed?
I didn't mean that you weren't wanted or that I want to go. It's just... Damn it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
I'm not Saul Carrot.
Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get
You
to
did?
Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it?
Apparently.
Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
You're the one who's being all
How can I
hostile.
help?
I want to know more about you, Bastila.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
How did you join
I was
the
found to be
Jedi?
strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Talravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
So the Jedi separates children from their families?
Relationships
Yes,
with
they
family
do, which
members are
leads
fraught
to
with
a
powerful
whole host of
emotions.
problems.
Such extremes are to be avoided.
Right?
Anger and hate are the worst. But even
Trying
love
to
can
romance
lead to
Karth
fight.
is a pain and a half because, like, you have to fight through all of this aggression first to get to, like, any flirtations or... You aren't allowed to love.
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought.
And this is why we're picking
They
up
can lead
Joe
to
Lee,
outbursts
because
of
he has much
uncontrolled
better
emotion.
opinions
A
of
Jedi must
Jedi
be above such
teachings.
things.
You don't sound very convinced.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
You and your father were
Very close. I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him
Yes.
fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl
But
when
honestly,
I
the
left, but I
payoff
was
at the
old
end
enough
isn't
to resent
great.
her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
You ever tried to get in touch with your
A child
father?
is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older,
Yes,
I realized the wisdom
let's
of this
emotionally
policy. A
stunt
Jedi must do what
these
is needed,
children.
personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
So that when they do begin to mature, they don't know how to process their emotions because they were never taught to have them. You sound very sad when you say
Even
that.
a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
All right. Oh my gosh, yes. Whee! Okay, so we are going to take Zalbar. We're not going to take Mission because he actually asks us to send Mission back to the ship if we take him. We are, however, going to take Bastila. Greetings to you. While I am Pleased to welcome you to planet G5623. I do not see your ship on my docking schedule. Zerka Corporation will see to your needs, of course, but there will be a 100 credit docking fee. In advance, I fear. Yeah, about that. You're Zerka, so... Screw Zerka, I'm not paying you crap.
The Force should not be used for profit and personal gain.
It's not
As Jedi,
personal
we should
gain,
be above
it's
such
screwing
things.
over Zerka. I see you have a Wookiee with you. Can I assume you understand their language? For a fee, Zerka Corporation can provide a translator. That will not be necessary. Very well. Only the most adaptable people seem to comprehend Wookiee language, such as it is. Now then, please follow me to our information center. I will answer any further questions there. Zolbar! Kashyyyk, my home. I should have prepared you for coming here, but I don't know if I've prepared myself. Little late for warnings, Verbal. Prepared me? What do you mean? I didn't leave Kashyyyk voluntarily. The mission must have told you how I was fleeing slavers, but there was more. I am an exile. The slavers on Kashyyyk only took me after I was forced to leave my village home 20 years ago. Why were you forced to leave? My brother made deals with the slavers and allowed them to get a foothold. I found out and attacked him. The fight was stopped, but my father did not believe me when I told him about my brother's actions. I was made an exile, disowned by my home and people. I should not be here. They will not accept me back. Why didn't your father believe you? When I attacked my brother, I was so mad, I used my claws. You don't understand what that means to a Wookiee. Our claws are tools, not weapons. To use them in battle is to become an animal. It is madness without honor. I am forever a mad claw in the eyes of my people. Nothing I say is to be trusted. They were right to cast me out. We'll deal with that if we have to. Where are you guys?
Greetings to you. Something I can get for you?
Kindly direct your inquiries to me. Matton is merely an indebted employee. His opinions don't amount to much.
Indebted employee?
So, new spaces have come to Wild Kashyyyk. Please, look well upon the wares of Eli Gand. I live to serve your needs.
Just be sure to pay cash. The interest on his loans will drain you like a diluvian fatworm on a hut's backside.
First off, hearts are all backside. Secondly, I don't much like the comparison. No need to get personal. It's just business. Poor fellow. He's been waiting for his friends to return with my money for a standard month now. But you don't need to hear this. What can I get you?
Do you always enslave your debtors?
Enslave? I resent that. Simply fair business. This man's fellow's left without settling their debts, so he must make up the difference.
I know, it's standard trading rules. I just want to know where my crew went. I was only gone for 2 days. This isn't like them.
Yes, very sad that they would abandon you, especially while you were doing me a favor and helping repair one of my freighters. You think you know someone, and they turn out to be a cheat. Oh, not like you, Matton. You honor your deals. A word is a
feel
bond
like there's
in trade.
something more to this scenario.
Of course.
My other questions. Let me see.
Of course.
Carry. Those are infinite. Ooh. I think so. Action systems or stimulants. Guys, go poison. Just gonna buy a whole bunch of these. Okay, and a whole bunch of these. Whee! Show sell list. Not really. I mean, they're just kind of there. They don't really do anything. We've got more crystals. We're gonna sell the yellow crystals. Okay. Close. Alright, we're gonna go whee! And we're gonna steal stuff because we can. Hang on. Put that footlocker. You're the person I talked to out there. Okay. This way! We need to find the Wookiees so that way we can...
Hold here, Spacer.
Excuse you?
Zerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adia.
That's very true.
Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Zerka guard will get killed. I won't stop you, but you leave this area at your own risk. We're here to protect the company, not you.
Well, screw the company. Zerka is slime. And now we've got Kinran. I can loot that body. Come here, you. Yoink.
You cannot win.
The wind, the sound, the smells. I feel it all now that we are away from the spaceport. The walkway is new, probably built by the slavers, but I remember the trees. My village is not far from here. Is there anything I can help you with? This kind of need to offer, but my problems are very personal. I'm not sure if I'm ready to deal with them. I must warn you of one thing. I don't know if I will be a help or hindrance to you here. My father was very powerful, a chieftain. Perhaps his feelings have mellowed, but if my brother had his ear all this time, I may be very unwelcome. I'll deal with that when the time comes. That is what I am dreading. My shame was meant to be forgotten in some faraway world. I never thought I'd come back. I'm sorry. I've taken enough of your time. I should press on. Reactivate the droid. Optimize. Load.
This isn't good. I can't afford this. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those things?
We'll work it out later. We've got company. What do you want, Spacer? I'm Patrol Captain Deno, and you're interrupting Zerka Corporation business.
Did y'all kill that Wookiee? My name is Dax Star. What
This
happened
Wookiee
here?
slave got a little rebellious. We had to put it down.
Put it down? We're not animals. Let me handle this, Omar. With their disregard for the life of the Wookiees, too much. Oh, I know! They're not getting away with this! But we're gonna handle this calmly and coolly. Please honor my request. I will do so for your sake, not theirs. That's all I ask, buddy.
Careful now. That growl sounded pretty threatening. Keep your slave on its leash or we'll have another accident.
Just shut up, you trigger-happy idiot.
Y'all might end up dead! Your superiors approve of you killing
Of course
Wookiees?
they do. Why would you ask me that? You're doing some sort of snap inspection?
About to snap
You're trying to
your
get me
necks.
to admit to incompetence, aren't you? Not going to happen. I stand by my patrol. This Wookiee got out of hand and had to be put down. We'll find another easy enough.
I won't allow you to enslave or kill another Wookiee.
Is that a joke? Who do you think you are?
Wrecker of your stuff. Doesn't matter, you won't enslave
What?
another Wookiee.
Blasters ready, man.
I don't even care if I get dark side points this one.
Let's make this quick.
The dude with a lightsaber, that's who I am. fail that? Where are my skills? Oh, I should be on 14. Bruise, stealth, set awareness, 14. Persuade is good, repair, security, set security, 14. Set treat injury, 14. There we go. Hello, am I still too weak to do this? Did that explode? Yay, I did it. Come here, guys. I want to know how these things function. They don't have mouths. Like, they have an extra leg for a face. I don't know how they function or exist. And I have so many questions. Soul bar, buddy. Treat injury. I mean, that's possible, I guess.
What?
Go to Wikipedia, see what you can find on, Kinraths. Kill it! It's like, look at these things. Look at it. It's got a leg for a face, and I don't... Like, is that supposed to be a nose? Is it got a mouth underneath there? Or, like... Yeah, Kinraths. Yes. Alright. Focus on them, please. Target.
There.
Yes, A-I-N-R-A-T. Hang on, there was a Wookiee over here. Growl! You are not permitted to pass into the Shadowlands. Only Chundar may allow you entry. Especially when you bring filth such as this with you. This mad claw has no place here. Who are you to question my place? I followed Chundar into the arms of You followed Chundar into the arms of outsiders. And yet you travel with outsiders yourself. Speak no more. Chundar will decide if you are permitted to enter the Shadowlands. Where is this Wookiee I need to see? Its face leg is poisonous! I totally missed what they were saying there, but that's okay. I think I gotta go this way. Yeah, but like, a venom gland is... Can you stop this? A venom gland is not very... Like, the hole for a venom is not very big. Yeah, there you go. But like, how does it go? What is this, and can I steal stuff? Yes! We're taking the stuff! That still doesn't tell me where their mouth is! Is it like a starfish and the mouth is on the bottom somewhere? Dark Jedi!
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever
Well, I figured they were
destroys
blind,
you.
there's no eyes. Why am I stunned? He's choking me! Don't choke me! Is this that, buddy? I don't think so, because I think you actually see Kinrath pups at one point. Oh, hang on. Nope, never mind. Can I? There we go. Oh, I found crystals. Yay. And I think the Kinrath pups basically just look like smaller versions of Kinrath. Hi, Wookie. Growl! Stop where you are, outsider. You enter the domain of Chundar, chieftain and leader. Oh, I skipped something. Whoops. You have no rights here, Mad Claw. This human should not have brought this taint upon our land. You must answer to Chundar. Take me to Chundar and let's speak with him. The choice is made for you already. You make a demand for something you can't alter, you can't help. Okay. Enough talk. You and the outcast Mad Claw will be taken to Chundar now. We're gonna have Karth. Because I have a sneaking suspicion taking HK would lead to unfortunate dialogue options. Step forward and address mighty and wise Chundar, outsider. I don't often allow visitors of your kind. You are flanked by Zerka slavers. Are they not outsiders? Or have you sold all of Kashyyyk to them? Ah, Brother Zalbar. You've been exiled a long time. You shouldn't speak in that tone. Things are different now. You are a Mad Claw without honor. You have no voice among your own people. I, on the other hand, am a chieftain. Nice nest of lies you've constructed. If you've made deals with slavers, the truth will get out eventually. You may talk, but no one will believe you. I've had a long time to guide what my people think. Awesome! They trust me, the mighty Chundar. Even with my brother insane and father enslaved, I rose to protect my people despite it all. Father was enslaved? Mighty Chundar? What are you talking about? You are the runt. I am no runt. Him. Like I said, Zalbar, a lot has changed in your years away. We will discuss this soon enough. What do you want? Why drag us here? I haven't killed Zalbar because he's my brother, and I hope he and I can have come to an agreement. You are irrelevant. I may be able to put you to use on a menial task. Zalbar will have to stay here, of course. I will not abandon Zalbar to you. It isn't your choice, Daxstar. I already have him. I have a personal matter to discuss with him. You have other plans. A simple thing. Another Wookiee has suffered the same fate as Zalbar, gone mad and been exiled. He now lurks the Shadowlands. More importantly, he's pestering my Zerka allies during their Shadowland expeditions. It is not good for business. He's standing against you, the first of many, perhaps? No one will follow a Mad Claw. He is merely a nuisance. Besides, he cowers in the Shadowlands. My people know nothing of him. Won't do your dirty work. You don't have much choice. You can flee the planet if you want, but I'm keeping Zalbar here with me. He'll stay until the Mad Claw is dead. The Zerka would never let me hold you, but they don't care what I do with fellow Wookiees. Keeping Zalbar makes the proposition even worse. What made you think I wanted this to be easy? Besides, you won't need him. My people are trained to understand you. I tell them it's to better understand the enemy. They think it will make the Zerka easier to fight. Actually, it makes them easier to obey. Remember, you can't beat me here. No one would dare oppose me to join with an outsider or an exile. You are wrong, brother. Someone would. You see, another is someone. Make it good, Zalbar. Yeah, Zalbar, you and me! Do you speak of Freyr, our father? Why? He was the one that ordered you exiled when you attacked me. He went as mad as you when he finally discovered the slavers. He dared challenge them alone and has not been seen since. That was years ago. Let him go, Zalbar. I rule now. I'll take the Wookiees forward, but there are prices to pay. Don't listen, Zalbar. It's not worth it. No more words, outsider. I've given my orders. I can't hold you here, but Zalbar will stay until you kill the Mad Claw in the Shadowlands.
I suppose we have little choice. We should proceed with caution, however.
The guards will let you pass now. Leave the village through the northwest and follow the platforms to the south and the east. You'll eventually see where your Wookin waits for you. He'll lower you to the forest floor. Go. We can kill him, but there's gonna be a little bit of a delay because we have to play it politics first. Alright.
How can I help?
Dialogue. No.
Then I said...
Garth?
Yes,
say?
what?
Never mind. Okay. We'll give it a test. Okay, I'll be going. Politics. Whee! Loot. Yoink. Adrenals! Is this the way I want to go? The Great Walkway! Oh, together, my
Yes?
party.
Ready?
Karth, why are you so slow? Whee!
What?
Shundar has said you can remain here, but watch where you step in our village. Okay, I'm not going back in the village. I'm going this way. Oops. More Kinrath!
Ready?
Yes?
How'd you like that? Bastila, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere.
So what,
in
they
that
have to
pod.
teabag enemies,
The Vulkars
things to
came and
eat?
overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
Maybe losing lightsabers is a side effect of her battle
It's no
meditation.
laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched
Great
the
minds
wreckage.
think alike.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Karth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every
I think they
detail
were
of what
probably
transpired.
supposed to have this conversation before we left Terrace. Oh, good, Markin. Oh, sure.
How'd you like that? How'd you like that?
We go past these. We have to fight them. Oh, there's Wookiees fighting! Help the Wookiees!
Down you go!
Can we talk to the Wookiees? Are there other enemies here that I'm not seeing? Is Karth all the way back here?
How'd you like that?
Karth, why do you fail in life?
How'd you like that?
Why are you dying?
Yes?
What?
Sure.
Why are you the only one who does not have... Oh, hello. You have a name. Why do you bother us again when we have nothing to say to you? Just a few questions, I'm afraid. I won't be this patient for long. What do you think of Shundar? He's our chieftain and will be obeyed. That is our way. Whether I trust what he says or not doesn't matter. In time, someone will replace him. For better or worse, I don't know. That will be for Baka to decide. I think that's a... I'll leave you. Okay. I don't think you will have seen the star map. I'm sure the maps will lead me to where it needs to be. Whee! Can I go down? Trunar has commanded that I grant you access to the Shadowlands, or Wookiee is what I am called. Walk with care, only our bravest return from these lands. Your soft feet are a barely tolerable insult. I have shoes? Does that help? My shoes are pretty sturdy. Lock the thing and lower me down. The descent is long. Be still or we will attract unwelcome visitors. Very long descent. Can you imagine having to just stand there for hours? I assume it's hours. Hey, I know you.
I have to give you credit. You've led me on quite a chase, but nobody gets away from Calo Nord in the end. You got lucky on Terrace. The Sith attack saved you from a quick and gruesome death. But I promise you, the Sith won't be getting in my way this time.
We can work out a
Sorry,
deal.
I'm not in this for the credits. You're the only ones who've ever gotten away from me. I've got a rep to protect.
Okay, then.
Let's go, boys. Showtime.
Let's make this quick.
You asked for this! Time to rumble!
Hey, finally dropped it for good. And now we're going with body. Calo Nord's battle armor, which does not actually look like Calo Nord's battle armor when you wear it. Attack. Turn!
You asked for this!
That's actually the name of one of the protagonists in a later Star Wars movie. Corpse. That's fair. Jolie!
Damnable racket of battle. Watch yourself. Even more of these crawling beasts are hiding in the underbrush.
Who are you and what are you
I'm
doing
Jolie.
out
Jolie Bindo. Follow me to my cabin. We'll talk a bit.
there? If you've played other BioWare games, you probably recognize his voice. Use a lightsaber in battle.
Ah, don't start fawning just yet. I'm too old for it. I know a few things, but we can talk about it if I can.
Fair enough.
Keep close. It's nearby under a log. Yeah, I live like some burrowing rodent. I fought the Sith. Now look at me.
I love Jolie. These monkeys are so loud and obnoxious. Eat the rubble. They do. Where's the door? There's the door. We actually go in, or I don't think we just stand out here.
Well, welcome to my home, such as it is. Pull up a stump and be comfortable. We should discuss a few things.
I feel there is much you can tell me.
Don't coddle me, child. I'm neither a Jedi nor your master. I'm just an old man that's been lost in the woods for far too long. My days of glory are behind me, but perhaps there is something I can do for you. You must have questions.
Do you have knowledge of any
Now, why would you be asking about that, Don't answer. I knew that had to be why you were here. The problems of a few Wookiees don't amount to anything before the concerns of the Jedi. No, you are here for the map.
You have information.
Kashyyyk is an interesting place, more so than anyone suspects. If Circa Corporation knew, the planet would be a strip mine. The Wookiees have their legends that they were not always here, but it is more than that. The trees themselves are strangers.
I don't understand.
What I'm saying is that there are literally walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help. And my help has a price. You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you.
Done.
I will then remove certain barriers in your path.
Why should I trust you, you crazy old coot? Can I just pay you?
Oh, save it. I know this sounds absurd, but I'm old and entitled to work you around a bit.
I wasn't being a brat. I was saying yes.
Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Circa have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place.
You got it.
They are not that far northeast of here. There's usually 5 in the area, as far as I can see. The captain of the lot is the one that earned my ire. Mishandled my garden, Willie.
Why do you care?
They don't respect this place. They're butchering wildlife and threatening entire species. It's getting under my skin. The Wookiees could take care of themselves if they wished, but the animals are truly helpless victims.
I see. So the aged semi-Jedi wants me to get some kids off his lawn.
Yes, I'm an old man that's getting fussy. Call me foolish if you will, I don't care, you still have to do it. Their camp is in the far northeast. Now remember, if I wanted them dead, I'd have done it myself. Find a better way.
I will look into it.
Turn to me.
Whee! Broken droid. Hello.
Malfunction. My primary motivators are into error. Done in terminal. Playback causal malfunction. Playback.
I don't get it. That merchant said there was salvage down here. We need Matten to work the sensors.
Playback.
When he gets back, we'll... Wait, I'm getting something. Oh good, it's Eli. Maybe he'll point us in the right direction.
Playback.
Eli, what are you... You got your money, you double-crossing snake. We had a deal.
Playback.
I don't get it.
Playback. Playback.
Okay.
Shutting.
You start with the droid's head, removing it and placing it in your pack. An energy discharge follows through most of the remaining parts. Well,
Ready.
At least I got the head off. That should be able to provide something. Get that one.
What?
What can I do?
What?
Whee! That is a corpse. This is a dead end! These stupid... I found the droid that has the truth about what happened to that. Let's go! So we're gonna take that to the back. And we will be able to tell him that Eli shot and killed his friends.
You asked for this!
Yeah, for fans of other Star Wars games, Kyle Katarn is...
How'd you like that?
Another, These things have little... They have little baby hands in the front! They have 4 legs and baby hands! And these stupid attacks remind me of hijacks. 'Twas murder! A murder most foul. This way. Yeah, so they didn't just die. The friends paid him, and then he tricked him into going to the Shadowlands. He went down, killed them, and then told them that your friends bailed without paying me. So even though he got his money, he now also has an indebted employee. All these nice things. Where is that? Rude. Slaver's datapad. The datapad card contains a contract to trade weapons for slaves and a manifest of goods already delivered. It would seem that Rorwar had sold a number of Wookiees previously and intended to do so again. Descriptions of you and Bastila, also brief message. Bastila has escaped Terrace. Whoever can find and dispose of her and her Jedi companion will be greatly rewarded by Lord Malak himself.
You asked for this!
Unethical, yes. Effective?
How'd you like that?
I mean, if we weren't around, then we'll never find out.
How'd you like that?
I want to stealth. Yes. I'm gonna turn off turbo. Can I stealth?
I'll avoid what I can.
Except now we're gonna turn turbo back on.
Who are you? Another civil... I don't make deals.
I pay the docking fee.
I'm a plain tourist. That isn't smart. The Shadowlands are all business. Mess around and you'll end up dead. So, if you want to make some credits while you're looking to die, I might have a job for you.
I might be
I
interested.
could use an extra hand. A couple men have gone missing. If I lose many more, I'll have to close up shop. We are hunting the little simians, the tack. They have a gland that acts as a stimulant when powdered. I figure I've got 2 or 3 wealthy years to butcher the lot of them. You want in before I make them extinct? Hurry! Is that old hermit Jolie trying to talk you into doing your dirty work? We've spent too much on setting up just to walk away. As long as the sonic emitters keep the Preds away and I've got bodies to guard the perimeter, we're staying right here. I mean, if I can put up with my own worthless guards complaining about this place, Jolie whining to you is nothing.
I'm leaving.
I'm not down here to direct traffic.
Sonic emitters, you say? Access primary functions. Okay.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
Tech land. That is a cage. Access primary functions. Can I talk to these guys?
You want anything, you'll have to talk to...
I'm gonna talk to you.
Why am
right
I here? I'm here because this is where the commander told me to stand. And that's all there is to it. I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home? I'm not here because I know stuff. I handle a blaster well enough to guard this emitter and that's it. Talk to the commander.
Can I persuade you to leave?
No more dangerous than walking out on the commander. He'd kill me for disobeying orders.
You want to leave?
I really need to get out of here.
Just traitor. I'll make an example of you.
Okay. Why can I not? So where is the...
Yes?
Yes?
How do I get the code then?
What do you want? I'm not...
Answer some questions.
Don't... Now leave... I'm...
My other questions. What are these emitters
They
do?
generate a sonic barrier that allows us to stay in this wonderful location. It keeps the big predators away. I don't know how it works, really. I just know that if they go down, the camp would be overrun.
So only the
What
emitters
of
are
it?
keeping you here? does make it seem that way, but there is more to the story. Tell me how to shut down
I don't
the
like
emitters.
being here, that's for sure. I suppose you could take this code and shut down the emitter I'm guarding. Enough of those emitters go down.
Right, you.
What do you want?
Let's talk about
What
the
do you-
emitter you're guarding.
I don't... Enough...
I have to talk to each of them because... What? There we go. What is that? Is that a Terrantonic?
Run!
What the heck was that? It's like a spear flying through the air. Whoop. There we go. Whee! Come here. There we go. And then we will level him up. Now there's supposed to be a Terrantonic on this planet somewhere. Attributes. We're gonna level up. Let's do dexterity. That it does. Awareness, stealth. No, back. Let's persuade. Security. Yes! I get insanity! I love this power. Stupid monkeys are so loud. Move, monkey! I don't want to talk to the monkey. What is that? Oh, this must be the thing that Jolie's gonna remove. A literal wall. Shimmer of a repulsor field is visible before you. It stands in stark contrast to the foliage around it. This is obviously one of the barriers to your progress that Jolie was speaking of. If he were here, he would allow you to pass it. Well, he did his quest, so now he should join our party. Whee! We're gonna make that mine. Whee! And remove this one.
Bastila, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak when they went to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? I mean, would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians, but the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat.
What did they see exactly?
There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you, but the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians, but you couldn't wait. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Yeah, right. And every single one of them would have been speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done here. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
Oh boy.
Jolie!
Jolie, 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 Jolie. Hey, buddy.
Welcome back. I wonder, have you had much luck?
Yes,
have you done as I
indeedy.
asked?
I have made certain the poachers are gone.
Yes, I could feel it as you walked near. and I don't sense the smell of death on you.
Most of them.
Interesting.
There's nothing to gain by
Wasn't
killing
there?
them.
I suppose not, but the environment would say otherwise if it could talk. No matter.
You mentioned barriers.
Yes, in the east past the poacher camp. I saw it when it was installed. It's a very effective barrier, but I know how to get past it. And on the other side, ancient answers. And perhaps a Wookiee you were seeking. I hope he's in the mood for visitors.
Jolie! And we're gonna go ahead and level up Jolie real quick. Awareness, powers. Let's give you... No, I can't do those yet. Let's do that. Okay, accept. Dexterity. Nah, you know, we're gonna do wisdom. Feats. Jedi armor. Nope. He's a consular. Awareness. Powers. That one.
Need?
Okay.
Sure. I'm here.
You need?
So they don't really show it. I guess basically Jolie's just wearing the generic Jedi robes from this game, but they have these robes in Star Wars: The Old Republic, and they do make them Jolie's robes. But we are... no, actually, he's okay with that one. I kind of want him in this one, though. Blue. I'm blue. Da-boo-dee-da-boo-da. I'm in a very singy mood today, and I don't know why. We're gonna leave him with just the one. We are gonna give him that. Oops.
What?
Where am I going? Hunting ground, basket. That's the first one. Okay. You're annoyed because of the robes. Yeah. You wanted to see Jolie's butt, or do you want to see all the butts?
There, you see? Beautifully subtle, isn't it? At least compared to the other Zerka equipment dumped down here. It's only been here a short while, or the Wookiees would have disabled it. They wouldn't have had an easy time of it, though.
Why place
There
this
are
in here?
others, each blocking similar points on certain paths. It is all very calculated, very precise. It would have been effective if it hadn't relied on the creatures to be walking. Climbers don't have much trouble getting around it. I can manipulate it for a moment. Let me see. How did the Zerka engineers do it? There we go. Now, keep moving. These are the most dangerous depths of Kashyyyk. A few surprises wait for us, I'll wager.
A new map and more monkeys. Hello, Mandalorians. Can we help the Wookiee, please? I'm not even trying to pronounce that name. Grandpa, I let this outsider be different than the slavers. I beg you, can you heal my wounds? The attack from nowhere. Please, I need to be healed. Can you? What happened here? I have the means to heal you here. I thank you. I would not have expected an outsider to aid me. Perhaps you will help again? My hunting party, all of them killed without honor. I barely survived. I want the murderers to suffer the same. Can you tell me about your attackers? I've never seen their kind before, not even among the Zerka. You saw them, armored head to toe, yet blending into the forest. They followed us for a long time. We found bodies to the southwest, and then again further south, for the west branch of the path. Their speed was amazing. They fought like outsiders, waiting until we were unarmed. They would not attack until we had put our weapons away. They strike like cowards. I'll look into it. Thank you, I will wait here. I'm too weak to fight them again, but I refuse to leave the Shadowlands unless vengeance is sated. Please, if you kill them, I will reward you however I can. They are not worthy of life. The problem is that they are Mandalorians, but after their defeat at Revan's hands, the clan scattered, and many Mandalorians resorted to... Yeah, these are not true Mandalorians. These are people who were Mandalorians, but are basically... like, they've lost their honor, they go for easy targets, not... Yeah. Exactly. There's actually a name for that. I can't remember what it is, though. Like, there's a word in Mandalorian for it.
Not this again!
No, Kras! Jolie, no!
What can I do?
Poor rats. Is even the heart of Kashyyyk not free from your kind?
He's almost feral after all this time. Calm yourself, Freyr. We are friends. Don't you remember me?
After years in the Shadowlands, I remember only that outsiders are not to be trusted. I'll see you dead.
Well, this may prove difficult. Not good.
I'm here.
I am beaten. Take my head, Zerka. You won't get another chance. So swears Freyr of Kashyyyk. I'm not here to kill you. Just listen. The words of outsiders are tainted with lies. You can't convince me otherwise. You know Zalbar and Chundar? What? Those are my sons. Why do you speak their names? Tell me. My name is Dax Star. I came to Kashyyyk with Zalbar. To my shame, Zalbar was exiled and enslaved. Does he dare claim to be my son's owner, outsider? No, he follows because of a life debt. Does he? Then he sees something of worth in me. I will listen, cautiously. Gullibility has harmed me in the past. If I had seen the lies of Chundar, he would have been exposed as a slaver. Zalbar would not have been exiled. I did not believe Zalbar's claims. I believed the Elder more than tradition dictated. The shame of Zalbar's attack blinded me. What exactly happened with Zalbar? Zalbar saw it first. He learned that Chundar was dealing with the Zerka, leading them to our hunting parties. Chundar would blame disappearances on the dangers of the Shadowlands. Zalbar was crazed when he found out. He attacked Chundar with his claws. I thought he had gone mad, shed his honor. I was bound by the old ways. So Zalbar was exiled. When did you learn the truth? A year later. By then, Chundar had spread lies of my own madness. I had no allies when I confronted him. He and his Zerka guards attacked me. I had to retreat to the deepest Shadowlands, but even there they followed.
That's when I first saw him. I helped his pursuers lose him for a moment. Do you remember me now, Freyr?
Yes, I think I do. I'm sorry about attacking. It's been so long since I have offered my trust or accepted that of someone else. Back to my other questions. Why would Chundar want you dead now? Well, if Zalbar is back, perhaps Chundar is worried that people will realize things are not as they seem. Chundar has established himself as a leader that succeeded despite the tragedies that had plagued his family. If it was shown that he conspired with the slavers, his honor would be gone. I wonder what happens now. That would depend on you, Daxstar. You will either kill me or decide that I might yet benefit my people. There's a way I might challenge Chundar, but it would take a lot to convince people they have been lied to. How? Everyone's on his side. He has a strong web of lies, but if I appeal to the traditions of my people, I might be able to gather support. There's a legend of a great warrior from the old times. Baka was his name. and he has greatly revered. Baka found crashed starship, our first hint of life elsewhere. He was a cautious old monk and feared the taint of invaders. He constructed a vibroblade from the wreckage. It has long symbolized our independence. Only destined leaders have held it. Where might I find it? That is a problem. It was the symbol of our great chieftains for centuries, but it was damaged a generation ago in ritual battle. Here in the Shadowlands, Roth fought the great beast. He sought a challenge, but his arrogance got him more than he could handle. He survived, but the blade of the sword stayed in the creature's hide. Our tales say it was taken because we had become undeserving. The hilt is still in the court of our chieftain with Trudar, but if the blade could be found, Daxtar, tradition could cast doubt on his rule. Maybe. Like Chewbacca. You're talking about Chewbacca, right? Oh, Chewbacca. Yeah. That could be it. Describe this creature. Where can I find it? Many have tried to hunt this beast, but only a few have seen it and lived to tell the tale. And none have ever managed to kill the creature. Many years ago, when I was far younger than I am now, a Jedi came to hunt the creature. A proud and boastful young man. Like many before him, he did not return. The beast is cunning. It will not appear if there's an overwhelming number waiting to slay it. But if you gather in small numbers, we know how to lure it out. Fresh blood will draw it out. Before Chundar's rule put an end to the ritual, fresh kills were often left as offerings in the south of this area. I will try to find it. There's a place of ritual south of here. If the great beast is to be lured out of hiding, it must be done there, using the old ways. The flesh of a fresh kill would be tempting bait if displayed properly. Find an appropriate beast of sufficient mass to attract it. I will stay here and try to think of what I will say to Zelbar. I have wronged him. I hope he can forgive me. I will be here. Please, Daxar, find the blade of Baka's sword. I didn't read the rest. Whoops. Oh, that's
Yes?
really...
I'm here.
You need?
Yes?
I'm here.
And you need?
What?
Yeah, don't stop yelling at me. Actually, right about now is when I will be taking my break. So I will pause now. Can we avoid the kid wrath? Okay. So we are going to take a pause right now. We're going to take a nice little intermission break. Grab some water, grab a snack, hit the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. We will be back in about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and pause the stream, and I will see you guys then. So, catch you later. Welcome back, one and all. I hope you guys had a nice break. We are getting right back to where we were.
Not this again!
With me! Why am I...
I still got it.
Yep. Oh, right into combat. Awareness. Powers. What powers we want? Power.
What can I do?
Here we go. Awareness.
Yes.
Also the wrong spot. Okay, that's weird. Yeah. Oh, this is actually a good point for me to say. If you are an artist and are interested in selling designs, I will be interested in buying sticker designs for premium stickers once I reach 50 subscribers. Because then I will be able to charge for some stickers. So if you are an artist and would like to sell sticker art, please subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, and once I hit 50 subscribers, I will absolutely talk about as many artists as I can to find kill it! Even if you're not an artist, you can also still subscribe. If you'd like to support me, definitely subscribe here, subscribe on YouTube, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter, on Twitter, and check out my Etsy shop. See what they do! And I do not have full camera. I don't see anything. But I did take a Viper Kinreth body. Awesome. I don't know, maybe that little triangle tail dealie's a mouth? Hang on, was that a body I just walked over? That is a Wookiee body, but I cannot interact with it. Sad face. Okay, first we are going to... We're going to remove our weapons. See if we can find us some Mandalorians.
And you need...
Yes?
That's a thingy! I will pay money for that! If you are capable of making gifts, please make a Teabag and Kinreth gif. I will pay good money for that.
Life forms detected. Determining parameters. Initiating neural recognition.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek. But good luck getting it operational.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found? What the... It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Awaiting instruction. Greetings. This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time.
Who places terminal
Error.
here?
Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral reconfiguration will be needed before access. I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse you. I will answer questions to the best of my programming limitations. I have been programmed with a very limited field of knowledge, and I must restrict access to only those that fit my allowed pattern.
And I don't fit the
I
pattern.
can't say. I will try to bring forward the behavior that you need to proceed, as outlined by my programming.
That seems very helpful. Why am I
I
allowed
can't say.
access?
Preliminary matching allows for you to be coached. I can't say.
Likelihood of restriction by previous user. Chaos Drifter! So good to see you. Don't be dissing my mullet, man! I don't think it's supposed to be a mullet. I think it's just supposed to be slicked back, but I don't know. Seek information about the star map.
Yes, I have found a star map in original system memory. Access is restricted.
Awesome. See, I picked that one because it's closest to the cannon face. Original system memory. So the map is as old as this
Error.
installation.
Data regarding author of the star map is corrupted.
What do I need to do to gain
Your
access to the
request
star map?
requires additional security access. You must be made to match the parameters I have been supplied.
How can I match them?
There are measures available. Personality profiling will verify the basic structure of your conscious mind. With that, I will determine whether you are ready to receive the star map or can be made ready. Information unavailable. If you have further questions, ask them now.
Okay, we are going to be...
Evaluation commencing. Result will be compared against the pattern in memory. Just act like you should. You travel with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. Hypothetical. You and this Zalbar are captured and separated. If you both remain silent, 1 year in prison for each of you. However, call Zalbar a traitor, and he will serve 5 years, while you serve
Oh no, I've
none.
played through this
He
game
is offered
several
the same
times
deal.
before.
But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do you do? What do you trust him to do?
So, here's a question I gotta pose. We could answer with the light side choices, because we're trying to do like a light side kind of run. So we could do light side choices, and then we have to fight and go through combat, and then I think through the combat we get to the star map, or I could just answer the way I'm supposed to and get some dark side points. So that is where we are left. Do we try to fight it, or do we just take the hit with dark side points? Because I'm almost completely light side right now, and this is our first planet post Dantooine. So how do you know Zalbar's name?
I hear what happens on Kashyyyk, and a good deal beyond. Answer the question I have posed.
Alright. It is hard to remember where the double A goes. This is the light side choice, but this one will get me through faster. Well, that's okay even if you don't know what we're supposed to say. Just, do you think we should take the combat, or do you think we should take the hit with dark side points? It's up to you guys. Go light side. Okay. Trust Zalbar. I would say nothing.
Are you sure? If you turn, you risk 2 years, or none at all. If you reply on loyalty, you risk 1 year, or 5. Your loyalty is dangerous. Your companion could take the opportunity to benefit by turning
Zalbar
on you.
wouldn't do that.
Zalbar's family is mired in treachery. What loyalty do they know? Your answer is incorrect.
I thought this was an evaluation, not a quiz.
I must match your behavior to the pattern in memory. You must answer truthfully, knowing the consequences. I must demand honest acceptance of the proper behavior. That is a condition of my programming.
What pattern are you
That
comparing me
information
against?
is not available to you. It is the pattern that I have been given as a baseline for security access.
Continue with your
The
evaluation.
previous incorrect response will be discounted. Future incorrect responses will result in rejection. Hypothetical. You are at war, deciphering an intercepted code. You learn 2 things about your enemy. A single spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action?
Subtly reinforce the city while preparing.
This is no decision. I ask again. Do you save your people or abandon them for the sake of the war? Attempting both will merely dilute your efforts. Would you trade one victory for 2 failures? And in so doing, alert the enemy to their broken codes. They would know that their weakness was exposed. They would reinforce, and the war would go on. You save thousands at the expense of victory. You do not match the pattern in memory. Subject has failed to demonstrate the required behavior. Access denied. This system will purge the subject as false. Defense mode initiated.
Where are you? You guys gotta join the fight, or? Oh crap, I forgot to go away their weapons and forgot to give them back. Where are my lightsabers at? This is my primary, is that my secondary? Yes. You activated my trap card!
You cannot win.
Yes. Guess what? Where's the other thing?
Let's see what you got.
Here we go. Okay. Now what, buddy?
Neural scan complete. Analyzing. Well, it would appear initial assumptions about you were incorrect. Secondary scans during battle have revealed much. Under duress, your emotions were easier to read. Programming now instructs that I give you what you seek.
Why the change? I failed your initial test.
That information is not available. Soon you will recognize the proper course to follow. The star map is yours. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has finished with the subject. Executing final action. Activation of star map commencing. Parameters reset. Stasis initiated. And communication.
And we have our second star map. So now we just need to kill the beastie so we can get Freyr back and get Soldier.
Well, well, a star map. An ancient artifact of dark side power. Can't say I'm surprised.
I don't know that a star map
I
is
always knew
inherently
there was
dark
something
side.
funny down here. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. Might explain why it's so dangerous down
It's definitely
here.
strong.
Interesting theory.
Force energy,
I suppose we don't have time to test it now, do we? Now that we've got what you came for, we should be heading back up to the treetops.
Not yet. We gotta help Freyr. Okay, I guess we already got that then. Whee! I figured out that's there. That's fair. Lower Shadowlands, Freyr. I need to go this way, I think. He said to the south, didn't he? Oh, this is what I need to get rid of the weapons.
Yes?
Swoop bike shows signs of recent use, as it is missing its signaling device. One of the Mandalorians must have taken it to collect data. Nothing. That's not where we... That's fair. So it's probably safe to say that when Revan and Malak were initially following the path to the star map, they probably were affected by certain dark side energy, but their true fall to the dark side did not happen until quite a bit later. Okay. Crap! Apparently I can't... did equip it. Crap.
What?
Let's take care of these guys. Oh no, I've been stunned. Someone unstun me?
You cannot win.
What? Not even the writer of Code Or at least not just the writer of Code because in the Revan books they discuss. Okay, this will be a spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't read the books, who doesn't know all the information. After beating the Mandalorians, the Star Wars, Revan and Malik proceeded deeper into wild space. Yes, Ghostbusters. They proceeded deeper into wild space where they came across the Sith Emperor. Right. And the Emperor corrupted them and forced them to the dark side? Oh, okay. Then it's probably the writers of those two working together that led to that slight alteration. Let's see. The request in the Mandalorian language. A stump disabled the stabilizers on my swoop. I request parts before other systems fail. If my generator goes, my blending field will stop working and I'll be visible to our prey. This hunt is no challenge. How will attacking unarmed creatures train us to use these Jedi toys? You want new warriors to learn? Watching a comrade lop his own arm off fighting a real opponent would teach more than these pointless battles. I obey, Mandalore, but with protest. This blending field generator on the swoops grant near perfect camouflage. Why only attack unarmed opponents? That's fair. That's a star map. Kashyyyk. So many things. All the things. Close. Okay, so... Am I going this way? I think I'm going this way. You said to the south. Is this the right way south? Ritual marker, yes! There are ancient symbols here, worn as though traced by generations of Wookiee claws. Layers of moss and dirt suggest that no one has been in here in many years. The beast comes when summoned, if you are generous. It comes to battle if you are worthy and wise. It grants you glory if you are fearsome and brave. Beat the beast and it will heed your call. Take vipers from their lair and hang them from above. Let blood scent the ground of our ancestors. Obviously, this was once a place of great ritual importance. Okay, is there... Oh, there we go. The dangling vine. This Xi vine ascends high into the canopy above. There's no indication why its growth has stopped at this point. The ground beneath it is stained by years of blood, suggesting that freshly killed animals have been suspended from the vine many times in the past. The viper kinraths are what we need. But we have one of those, so we're good. The creature is easily wrapped in the vine, which doesn't distort at all under the weight. The only movement is a rustling from off in the distance. Hey! It's that thing that chased the people off. I think it is a Terrantat, actually. Is it? Oh, no, it's a Return. Okay. There you go. Oh, it's resistant to that.
Got it.
There.
I still got it.
Mr. and Mrs. Beast, who named it Ritual. Examining the corpse of this great beast, you find a blade of some sort lodged in its side. Skin has grown around it. While certainly painful, it appears the blade caused only surface damage to the creature. Who knows how long it lived with this injury? You remove the blade from the corpse. It must be the one that Freyr spoke of, the lost portion of Baka's sword, a powerful symbol of his people. Hey, how do you know Mr. Beast isn't the beastly looking one. Maybe Mrs. Beast. Hey, let's kind of loot that. Oh, I found another Kinrath body. Where's Freyr? Freyr is this way. Whee! Oh, that Mr. Beast! Forgot he was a thing for a minute. I get you again, Dexter. I am humble, hoping you have found the blade of Baka's sword. Imagine, Chieftain Fair. Humble. Please, tell me you have made progress. Having the blade will gain me valuable support. I found the blade! You have? Please let me see it. I must be sure. Here. It is. It may not look like much, but it is a very important relic to my people. Tradition dictates that it be respected. I didn't think I was worthy to search for it, but I realized that was selfish despair. I should have challenged Chundar long ago. I will make amends now. I have new hope. New hope? You have led me to this. Perhaps that is what the great beast wanted. You should proceed carefully. I will climb to the surface as quickly as possible and try to gather support. You will have to follow in the paths as soon as you can, Daxtar. When you arrive, we will confront Chundar in the perimeter. My people will no longer be slaves. Booyah! Now, how do I get out of here? That way, I think? Shuttle in. That way. Whee! Out of the way, monkey! Out of the way! Oh! Return. Have you found them? Did you kill them all? Oh, apparently there's more of them. You just have to keep wandering around without weapons? Come on.
What?
What are these guys? So I'm gonna take this time as I wander aimlessly to kill more disgraced Mandalorians. I'm gonna take this opportunity to plug my Etsy store. If you guys want to support me financially, I do have an Etsy store. What is, oh.
The Force fights with me!
I am selling Star Wars stuff on my Etsy store. It is not posted yet, but that is because you guys get early access. We will be, if you guys message me, you'll be able to buy earrings right now. We have carbonite prisoner earrings. And we will be releasing more items, more objects, more shapes, all that kind of good stuff. But right now I'm also selling jewel earrings of various shapes and colors, so feel free to look.
So be it.
Keep an eye out on what's posted there. Come July, all of the Star Wars stuff that I'm selling on here will be posted, and you'll all have access to it.
The Force fights with me.
We'll be able to get early access. If you join the Discord server, I will be posting pictures of the earrings and such in the... Gotcha. I will be posting pictures of the various earrings and such in the Discord. Gotta level up real quick. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bye. New power. Destroy droid. I want Force Storm. Can't get Force Storm. Roar. Add power. Take that, droids. So, follow me on Etsy, follow me on... Oh, hey, here we go. Check out all that good stuff. Support me. Because once I start making more money on this, I will be able to stream more often and get a better camera and all that good stuff.
You shall fall. What can I do?
So that beast was a Terran captain. Specifically the ritual beast, but it is a Terran captain.
You'll get it.
Dude, just kill it already. These guys are taking forever to kill. Ugh, such a hassle.
Sure.
There we go. Finally doing some
The Force fights with me!
Loot the bodies! Oh, I have. Excuse me. I have the signal. I think that means. I think that means I can mess with the swoop buttons now. Place the signal device and activate it. Hey, buddy.
You interrupted our hunt, interloper. The inhabitants of this world could do little against us, but you appear to be a threat.
Heck
Our
yeah, I
trade
do.
here will continue without your interference.
No.
What can I do?
Get it. Not this again.
There you go. And let's grab it up with these guys. There we go. Yay! Mandalorian helmet. I'm gonna give that to Canderous. Whee! Assuming it's clippable. It might just be the evidence that I bring back to Raw, whatever his name is. There you are. His name is in fact Raw. Maryland. Yeah. Mandalorian hunters are dead. I killed them all. Yes, I see the trophy helmet of the one that gave orders. Their bodies belong along the Shadowlands. Bad. The taint of them, their cowardice. The Force will consume it all. I hope this gives my hunting brethren peace. Yeah, I hope it does. Goodbye. Wait, you've helped in avenging my fellows. I must acknowledge that. Even though you are an outsider and are not to be truly trusted, you have acted as a fellow Wookiee would have. Here, take this. It's a symbol of my hunting clan. You serve them, so you deserve it. When you look at it, remember that we reward respect, even from outsiders. Aw, thanks. Okay, where is the dealio? Right? The world build. I will say one thing about George Lucas. He is amazing at world building. Dialogue leaves much to be desired. Plot sometimes contain plot holes, but his world building is just magnificent. You, Daxstar, our spy, say that the Magpie you were sent to kill is on his way to right now. You should have followed the will of Chundar, now you will face his wrath. You sure you
There. Yes.
You suck, please.
There. 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 So be it. There.
Okay. Raise the basket. And up we go. Skip that just because we're running low on time and I want to try to completely finish the Sheik before we leave. Before I sign off, rather. Hi, buddy. Well, it seems you are more than I thought. Freyr has come back and told me what you did for him. My fellow hunters split on what should be done. Some are loyal to Chundar alone. We had to fight. Freyr went to the throne room to challenge Chundar. I will take you to him now. Lead on! Yes, much is about to be decided. Only one can lead us. Must lead us. Come. Yay! We don't have to travel all the way there. Oh, that's just great. Everyone's here now. It's a reunion. Yes, son. For the blade of Baka's sword, I've come to end your treachery. No more will you sell your own people. You have Baka's blade. So what? I have the hilt, held by each true chieftain in recent memory. Even you claimed it was all important. We both have our ancient trinkets, so who will the people follow now? You? You were old and weak. Shut up, both of you. This ends today. I will not see or suffer anymore. You tell him, Zalbar. I don't know what to do, Daxtar. Chundar has been telling me things. He makes sense, I think. I don't know. Side with Freyr. He is the honorable one. Is it the best course? Chundar's a slaver! There is no other way. Chundar, you have betrayed our people. You must pay. That's my boy! No, my boy! You are too weak to fight, old Wook, and I still have Zerka support. We'll see who dies today. Yeah, how about
There.
Stop stunning me! I need to up my saving throws, apparently.
The Force fights with me. So be it.
I feel like it's not what he was saying so much as how he was saying it. Every other Wookiee's dialogue is very composed, very structured. His was very suave. I missed a whole lot of that, but I think Freyr is apologizing to Zalbar. I was blind, I have no excuse. I can forgive Father, I have learned a lot over the years. What we do about the slavers. We will fight them. It will be difficult, but I swear they won't take another one of my people without bloodshed. I'll send quick climbers to other villages to try to rally a defense. We must guard against this ever happening again. You will be the last outsider welcome here for a very long time. This has changed for the better, I think. What will we do now, Zalbar? Returning home has lifted a great weight from my mind, but it has been painful as well. You have a place by my side, Zalbar. I would be honored if you would take it. I can't. Not yet. I'm just getting used to being free, and not just from the slavers. And I have a life debt. Now that my life is truly my own again, honoring that agreement is all the more important. Listen to my son. His insight humbles me. Take that good judgment with you, and all the planets will come to revere Wookiee wisdom. I think it's time I was leaving. Yeah, so I think Chundar was more about, like, how he worded things. Because, like, he managed to convince various people in the village about various things. Like, he was able to convince his people his father was crazy. just through words and whispers and just saying the right word in the right ear. I'm not sure there's a reward that accurately reflects the value of what you have done. Our world has changed because of it. I have a request, Father. I've thought about it a great deal. I would like Baka's sword. Zalbar, shut up, I wasn't credits. That would be fitting, I think. Well, that is quite a request. I'm tempted to say no, but perhaps I should consider it an investment. Zalbar, do you understand what this would mean? It is the legacy of our people, held by chieftains and future chieftains. I understand. I want this, Father. I'll bring it back one day. I have no doubt. Let the two halves of the blade be made one. My son shall hold Baka's sword. We're gonna leave Jolie. We're gonna move Bastila. There we go. It was probably about the limitations of the Wookiee people, because while they have amazing structures, everything is made of wood. Everything is woven. They don't have starships. They don't have, like, the most advanced technology Wookiees seem to have is a bowcaster. And there are certain benefits to working with the Zerka, even if it is slavery. And there could also be wording about working with the Zerka. Well, yes, some Wookiees might be in slavery. It's still allowing all the Wookiees to live, because if we resisted the Zerka, then they would just kill us all or force us into various things. It might be some plot stuff, but I think there's something to be said for how cunning and sly he is. Well, you also have to remember, I mean, look at Zalbar's, his wisdom is a 12 and his intelligence is a 10. He is he's intelligent, but, like, he's not smart. Whereas Chundar would have an extremely high charisma, an extremely high wisdom, and an extremely high intelligence, while his physical attributes would be lacking. While he's the firstborn, Zalbar did say that Chundar was the runt. That could also be a thing. Boop, 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 boop. We want to give you this one. You know what? Give you that one. Set. Gotta level you up a couple times. I'm gonna go ahead and up the strength.
Yes?
Jolie!
Yes?
Attributes. Put up your charisma. Awareness. Master sense.
Sure.
How do I get out of here? This right way? I don't think this is the right way. Hi, lady. Oh, that's the chiefess. Isn't that where I just was? This is where I just was. How did I go around in a circle? I swear that, whoa. I swear that's not where I came out of. Maybe it is. I'm lost! Is this the way I go? Home of Warwill. No, you do not. But look at them curves. It's gotta be a woman. Holder of the laws. Okay. So I'm sure there's some stuff to investigate there for some lore and world building. But I will leave that for you guys to investigate on your own. Because while I'm going through the story of this and trying to do as many quests as I can, There is so much more to this game, especially if you choose to play a dark side character. Then things get real wonky. Where am I going? Shadowlands, Supply Station, that way. Whee! You can also find a recording in T3 about that. Forgive the intrusion, human. My name is Sunny Beck. I believe you dropped this data pad and I wish to return it to you. I didn't drop anything. I'm certain you did, human. Please, take the data pad. It's yours, I'm sure. No, this is no game. Simply saw you drop this data pad. Alright. What's it say? Fuck a ceremonial blade. We're gonna give that to you. Fuck his blade. There we go. Inventory. Shundar's bowcaster, plasma, ion, Mandalorian, amplifier, datapad. Single short cryptic message. The Genoharadin says to see Hulas on Manan. Come alone or not at all. Yeah, okay. The Genoharadin are a team of assassins. That's entirely possible.
Sure.
Yes?
Yes?
So because we are trying to do more of a light side path... Oh, he turned me around. Dang it. Because we're trying to do more of a light side path, we will not be going through the... Is it the right way? Yes. We will not be going through the Genoharadin storyline, because you do just basically go around and assassinate various people. Which can be fun, but does not quite fit the story we're going for. Ugh.
And you lead?
Jolie, why are you so slow?
Yes?
I can't even with that. That's hilarious. I now need a little comic of, like, Smuggler and Bodar, like, why have you never tried to hit on me? You hit on every other girl! You're a girl! Oh, that was a chance to tell... It's like he's not here anymore. Zalbar, move! Okay. Hopefully, if I leave and then come back out, I will be able to see those guys, because I want to tell, what's his name, about Eli. Ooh, hello. Oh no, they're gone! Aw, man. I think I missed a chance to tell him. Possibly. Okay, so we have finished this. Whee! Alright. And that is just about in time for our stream. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We got another 30 minutes. I was thinking we ended at 8 for whatever reason. Bodar. Zalbar. anything more to say about yourself? You have seen more than I would have allowed and taught me some things too. I'm grateful for that. It will be a while before I know what my role will be in making Kashyyyk truly free. I have a lot to learn. Why did you request to take Baka's sword? I'm not sure I really know. Father expects much of me. I guess I do as well. I think when I've learned enough, I'll bring it back to Kashyyyk. When that happens, what happens then, we'll see. Oh, I didn't. Nostalgia. I wish you well. Let's get going. Juhani, anything new?
How may I be of a... What is it you would like?
Tell me more about your past.
I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They... all of them were so very... invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive. So full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic. But yes, these Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
I do look divine! The Jedi are not
I know
gods.
that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
What happened?
The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Was it that bad?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
As long as you do not let your anger influence
Don't you see? The very fact I mentioned it means it has its influence. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Alrighty. Best love.
How can I help?
You wish to talk to
I
me?
do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zahar.
I think we both know the real reason you've been watching me.
You never give up, do you?
Never.
I admit, I'm interested in you.
Oh,
I find you
really?
intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think.
Sure about that?
You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it.
I make you tremble? You get all tingly
What?
inside?
No, of course not. Not like that, anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy, or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable, but I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety.
Absolutely. I'm having so much fun teasing Bastila.
Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand.
What are you trying to
The
tell
dark
me?
side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
You seem to know that temptation
I am
very
no
well.
less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
Couldn't see myself ever doing such things.
That is why the dark side is so insidious. If you are not careful, you do not even see each small step you take towards it until it's too late. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
So, the path to the dark side is a slow descent, small steps at a time, until you are slowly devoured by the darkness. Unless you're Anakin Skywalker, then it's, oh, I love you! Suddenly he's killing younglings. Whatever is required, such as...
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Yes, what's on your mind?
We didn't end our last discussion very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
How does that excuse your actions?
It's been a while since I've even had to think about that sort of thing. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
Don't worry about it.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Only if you agree to work with me.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
Yeah, this is about when the romance would start if you were playing a lady. I want to ask you some questions. You don't even know what I was going to ask. That is basically every conversation with Karth, yes. Okay, so we are going to head back to... Oh, you know what? Actually, we are going to go through some more HK stuff. If I can go the right direction. Because... Well, first I'm going to... Back. There we go. I'm going to equip some stuff here. 14... 11... Okay, so this is a... Cass's Fed is a 14. I'm gonna go with that, okay. Strength Gauntlet. I don't want him holding Strength Gauntlet, though. Cancel. Oh, I can't give him the Mandalorian mask. Alright. Okay, so we are gonna go through some more HK stuff.
Statement.
Let's try restoring your memory.
Request.
Let's get started.
And now, access complete. I have accessed information on my owner prior to the Senator, Master. Most unexpected. Answer. It appears that previous to my ownership by the Senator, I was the property of one Bochaba the Hutt on the planet Slaheron.
And what gruesome fate awaited him?
Objection. That is unfair, Master. While Bochaba may have died gruesomely, I most certainly had nothing to do with it. Well, very little. My memories tell me that, for a time, Bochaba was one of the most feared gangsters on Slaheron. I helped him with this reputation greatly. Over a span of 1 year, I terminated a grand total of 322 sentient meatbags. These contracts made Bochaba very wealthy.
And so what happened? You sound proud of that
Answer.
carnage.
That is correct, Master. I do enjoy my work, though my past owners have enjoyed utilizing my functions far more. Strictly speaking, one meatbag is the same as another. Anything I do is in support of my master. It was unfortunate but inevitable that eventually Bochaba would overstep his bounds. I had just cleared 2 Hutt households when the exchange retaliated. Statement. I was not even present when my old master was assassinated. I did appreciate the artistry behind his demise upon my return, however.
Why? How was he
Answer.
killed?
Allow me to say that I have little doubt that residents of that sector were fishing pieces of Bochaba out of their soup for weeks afterward. At any rate, I quickly shut down upon my master's death. The rival Hutt claimed me along with my master's other possessions. Observation.
Sold you to a
If
senator.
that Hutt had only known my true function, he surely would not have sold me to a senator he bribed regularly.
You would have preferred to stay on Slahera?
Observation. It would have suited my character, Master. I have enjoyed my existence since, more or less, so I do not miss it.
You remember anything else?
Negative. As well, I believe I can restore several programs the Hutt installed to improve my performance. Yes, they are now active, contemplative. I wonder how many more dead masters I might have out there. A droid can live for a long time, you know.
Alright, one more.
Statement.
Restores
Request.
memory. Let's get started.
And next.
I have recovered the last of my deleted memory, Master. Unfortunately, my history.
Answer. As I did inform you, Master, the majority of my memory is still locked within my core. That can only be accessed by the appropriate stimuli. And I have no idea what that stimuli might be, unfortunately. Sadly, it seems my true origins will always be a mystery.
Or until we trigger a certain point in the story. You're eager to find out your origins.
Wouldn't you be, Master? Here I am, surrounded by all these meat bags, and all I desire is true perfection. Surely there are more droids like me out there.
No, there's not.
Or is that too much to hope?
Well...
Objection. Oh, fine. Laugh at me, Master. Humiliate your pet droid. Go ahead.
So tell me about the last owner then.
That would actually be my first owner, Master. The first I can remember. I had completed an assassination in Mandalorian space, though I have no knowledge of what my target was or who sent me. Regardless, my motor function had been damaged, and I could not return to wherever I had been sent from. A Mandalorian soldier claimed me as booty, I believe. He repaired me, poorly I might add, and proceeded to use my assassination protocol to raise his rank.
Here's no one could resist using the
Query.
protocol.
Do you not have enemies that you would desire eliminated, Master? If my protocol still worked, would you not use it?
That's different. No, of course
Statement.
not.
If you say so, Master. At any rate, it seems that my Mandalorian owner finally decided to send me against Mandalore himself. My poorest performance, sadly. Answer. I was captured by this Mandalore during the attempt. He was able to reverse my programming and send me after my own master. It was quite distressing. There was little I could do. Needless to say, I dispatched the Mandalorian soldier efficiently. Once I deactivated, I believe I eventually ended up on the black market and was sold to the Hutt on Slaheron. My darkest day.
So you killed that master directly.
Statement. So I did. I am not very proud of that, Master. The soldier seemed very startled, I must say.
So you couldn't kill Mandalore, right?
Statement. With all due respect, Master, he is the leader of the Mandalorians. Perhaps my old master was foolish to send me after him.
You're just a traveling piece of bad luck, aren't you?
That is so unfair, Master. Have I not brought you a great deal of satisfaction?
You don't want to hear the answer
Statement.
to that.
You are a very harsh master, Master. I like you.
It was foolish. Do you remember anything
Answer.
else?
There are a few Mandalorian imps.
Yes.
Beyond that, Master, there is...
Okay, so we have now finished HK. We're gonna talk
Yeah, what
to
do you
Cam-
want?
Alright. More
You
stories.
want another war story, huh?
Yes.
You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh?
No, I want
knew
to hear
you
more
were the
about
type.
Basilisk War
Your
Droids.
stagnant
What?
republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now. If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover.
That's stupid.
I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
It would light up the whole asteroid field.
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed. We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more. Is there something?
Alright. Let's go. Okay. Off to Tatooine because we have to save Griff and deal with some sand people. And that should take... Non-Tatooine. Travel. Okay. Oh, we're being attacked. I think we're being attacked. Yes, we're being attacked.
Incoming fighters!
Yeah, I see that card. Thank you for stating the obvious. Oh, it's so janky. Oh, really? I'll have to read those. Get back here. There we go. There we go. Hit you. Go down. There we go. There we go. Oh, we took a bit more damage than I would have liked. But we made it through. So we're gonna finish, and now we're back on Tatooine. Yay! Whee! Oh wait, where's Jolie? Is he in the other? Whee! Is he in here? No, he's not. Where's Jolie? You in here? Where is Jolie? No, he's not in here. Actually, I do want to upgrade some stuff though. Upgrade. Didn't I upgrade this? What's blue? Who's holding that one? Oh, that must be Juhani. Okay. Upgrade. Baka sword. Pew pew. Symbol. Alright. That should be good. Not what I want. Where is Jolie? Is he in the med place? We do have a med bay, don't we? Yes, there he is.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Why did you decide to come
Got
with
yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgot what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful. Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
No, seriously.
I'm old, damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be.
I love
don't
Jolie.
you go telling me otherwise. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Is that a comment on my breath?
No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes.
Apparently
Andor
I have halitosis.
The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Never heard of him.
Oh, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
You're making all of this up. Is there some hidden meaning
I
to
don't
this?
know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking?
Let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How did you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. Those could have just been gurgling noises. Oh, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're
Everyone
kidding.
panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that
quite
quite
the
a
destiny.
destiny, wouldn't you?
I hate you, old man. What does that have to do with you coming
Hey,
with
the
me?
chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry and you're making me cranky.
I love Jolie. The characters in this game are just amazing and I love it. Alright, so we're back on Tatooine. We are gonna take HK and, you know, we'll take mission. Because we are gonna try to rescue her brother. So I've got about 15 minutes. We're gonna see how far we get. I'm gonna try to level these guys up real quick. Awareness, security, computer use. No, we want stealth. What are we giving her? Are we giving her blasters? We're giving her blasters. Dexterity. And HK, let's give you some boosts. Repair. Steps. Up. You didn't miss too much. We went through HK's story. We went through Jolie's story. We talked with him. Oh no, this is HK. Hang on. Yeah, I want dexterity. You'll have to go back and watch the video because Jolie told an excellent story about this guy that was utterly hilarious, if a bit morbid. So I'm probably not going to do any of the swoop racing on here, just because I don't think it really matters in the long run.
No one leaves.
Already
Only one
authorization.
place, and it means danger.
Okay, so we're off to the hunting lounge. Whee! Right? Okay, let's see. We want... Oh, I might actually want... Hang on. Let's look at the map. Swoop registration, circuit office, hunting lodge. HK, move. Plaza? Yeah, I think... Sell you. Anything out of ordinary. Okay, I have to go to Circle Corporation. Ah! Yeah, I know, we got about 10 minutes. I was gonna try to go deal with the sand people, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to even start that. As I recall... anything good? Okay, that's about it. We're gonna buy that. Yes. Okay.
Greetings again. As I said, we are no longer... The sand people are... It's as if you agree... Excellent. Here, you might try following one of our sand crawlers.
Okay. So let's see if I can get out into. If I can get out into the Dune Sea. If I can, then we will. Oh, actually, hang on. I think no. I can't do that. Okay. We will do that later then.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization.
I have proper authorization. Here's my hunting license. Of course I did. You better watch. One of these days I'll turn it off.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you old boys always stick together, tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary gift.
Pretty sure that's Tanis off there in the, What do you mean, you
You're
old
just
boys?
another of his buddies from that hunting club. I know your kind.
Why is it
You all
boys?
cover for each other, I bet. Well, he can do what he wants. He'll get what he deserves. I bought my own license just so I could see that he did.
Sounds like you're planning to kill
Oh, I'm
him.
through planning. I just left him a little mess that he has to take care of. If he's smart, he'll be just fine. But he's not smart. Oh, I'll be long gone soon enough. The next shuttle to anywhere, really. I've had it with cleaning up his messes, repairing his droids. If he lives, he can try and get by on his own. I doubt he'll last long with no one to listen to his lies. I'm sure you do. Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says hello.
Bye, Marlena. Okay, so that's where we're gonna wrap up today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. As I said before, please make sure you subscribe here. Please make sure you subscribe on YouTube. I have a long way to go on YouTube before I can ever start streaming on there. But once I hit 50 subscribers here, I can start doing some premium stickers. I can start doing some extra stuff. There's a lot of there's a lot of features on Twitch that are locked until you reach the what is it, associate? I can't remember what the thing is called. But so subscribe here, subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, join the Discord server where we can post discussions, we can post fan art. If you manage to make a GIF of a Kinrath teabagging, that is awesome. You can absolutely post it there. So join the Discord server, follow all that stuff. Check out my Etsy store. I have lots of earrings for sale right now, and we will be adding all the Star Wars stuff. So stay tuned for that. We will be continuing this game on Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will be dealing with the Sand People then. We have our HK droid, so we've got the translator. We'll try to find Griff if we can. And we'll see what we've got. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know I did. And I will see all you guys next time. Bye.
Thank you.